20 wild plants that could save your life. Have you ever stopped to think that nature can be an outdoor pharmacy? On a walk in the woods, in an abandoned backyard, or even on the side of a road, there are plants that help heal wounds, relieve pain, or even save lives in emergency situations. Many of them are common and go unnoticed in our daily lives, but they have powers that our grandparents knew well. In this text, we are going to talk about 20 easy-to-find wild plants that can be useful when there is no doctor or medicine nearby. You don't need to be an expert to recognize them. Just pay attention to some simple characteristics. Let's look at each one of them, how to identify them, what they are for, and how to use them safely. Remember, never eat or use a plant if you are not absolutely sure it is the right one, as some can be dangerous. 1. Arnica, Arnica montana. Anyone who has ever sprained their foot or banged their knee knows how much it hurts. Arnica is a plant with yellow flowers, similar to a daisy, that grows in open fields and mountains. Its leaves and flowers are used to make ointments or compresses that relieve muscle pain, swelling, and bruising. Just crush the leaves and place them on the injured area. But be careful, it should not be eaten, as it can harm the stomach. 2. Aloe vera, Aloe vera. This plant is famous and many people have it at home. It has thick, fleshy leaves, filled with a transparent gel. When you cut the leaf, this gel can be applied directly to burns, minor cuts, or sun-irritated skin. It soothes pain, refreshes, and helps with healing. It is also good for hydrating dry skin. 3. Boldo, Plectranthus barbatus. Who has never had boldo tea after a heavy meal? This plant has green, hairy leaves, with a strong smell. Tea made from its leaves helps with digestion, relieves stomach pain, and even hangovers. Just boil some leaves in water and drink warm. But don't overdo it, as too much can be bad for your liver. 4. Calendula, Calendula officinalis. This orange or yellow flower is easy to recognize. Its petals are used to make ointments or oils that help heal wounds, minor burns, and even diaper rash in babies. It's also good for irritated or itchy skin. You can make tea with the petals and use it as a compress on the injured area. 5. Chamomile, Matricaria chamomilla. Chamomile is that little white flower with a yellow core that many people know. Its tea is famous for calming and helping you sleep, but it is also used to relieve stomach pain, gas, and even inflammation in the mouth, such as canker sores. Just boil the dried flowers in water and drink. It can also be used in compresses for tired eyes. 6. Lemongrass, Cymbopogon citratus. This is the famous capum santo, with a lemon scent. Its long, thin leaves are used to make tea that relieves cramps, gas, and even fever. It also helps you relax and is good for those with high blood pressure. Just boil the leaves in water and drink. Plus, the smell keeps mosquitoes away. 7. Comfrey, Symphodum officinale. Comfrey has large, hairy leaves and purple or white flowers. It is known as the healing plant because it helps to close wounds faster. You can crush the leaves and place on cuts or minor burns. But be careful, it should not be used on very deep wounds and cannot be eaten, as it can harm the liver. 8. Dandelion, Taraxacum officinale. This plant is the one with a yellow flower that turns into a little white ball full of parachutes when it dries. Its leaves are edible and rich in vitamins. Tea from the leaves or roots helps cleanse the blood, improve the liver, and even relieve constipation. Flowers can also be used to make jam. 9. Lemon balm, Melissa officinalis. Don't confuse it with lemongrass. Lemon balm has more rounded leaves and a mild lemon scent. Its tea is great for calming nerves, relieving headaches, and even menstrual cramps. It also helps with digestion. Just boil the fresh or dried leaves in water and drink. 10. Guaco, Micanea glomerata. This plant is a vine with heart-shaped leaves. Its tea is famous for treating respiratory problems such as coughs, asthma, and bronchitis. It helps loosen phlegm and relieve shortness of breath. Just boil the leaves in water and drink warm. But do not use excessively, as it may cause drowsiness. 11. Mint, Menthus baccata. Everyone knows the strong smell of mint. Its leaves are used to make tea that relieves stomach pain, gas, and nausea. It is also good for refreshing the mouth and improving digestion. Furthermore, the smell keeps ants and mosquitoes away. Just boil the leaves in water and drink. 12. Wormwood, Artemisia absinthium. This plant has silvery leaves and a strong smell. Its tea is used to improve digestion, relieve colic, and even kill intestinal worms. But be careful. It is very bitter and should not be used by pregnant women or in large quantities, as it can be toxic. 13. Mallow, Malva sylvestris. Mallow has purple or pink flowers and soft leaves. Its tea is good for relieving sore throats, coughs, and even constipation. It can also be used in compresses for irritated skin or insect bites. Just boil the leaves and flowers in water and drink or apply to the area. 14. Mastruz, Chenopodium ambrosiioides, also known as Erva de Santa Maria. Mastruz has a strong smell and serrated leaves. Its tea is used to treat intestinal worms, coughs, and even chilblains. But be careful. It is strong and should not be used by pregnant women or young children. Just boil the leaves in water and drink. 15. Picao, Bidens pilosa. This plant has yellow flowers and serrated leaves. Its tea is used to treat liver problems, jaundice, when the skin turns yellow, and even diabetes. It also helps to reduce fever. Just boil the leaves and roots in water and drink. 16. Stonebreaker, Phyllanthus nereui. As the name suggests, this little plant is famous for helping to eliminate kidney stones. It has small leaves and thin branches. Its tea is a diuretic, meaning it makes you urinate more, helping to cleanse the kidneys and bladder. Just boil the leaves and roots in water and drink. 17. Sage, Salvia officinalis. Sage has grey leaves and a strong smell. Its tea is used to relieve throat inflammation, canker sores, and even night sweats. It also helps with digestion. Just boil the leaves in water and drink or rinse your mouth. But do not use excessively as it may cause dizziness. 18. Plantain, Plantago major. This plant has wide leaves and well-marked veins. It's great for treating insect bites, cuts, and even pimples. Just crush the leaves and place them in place. It can also be used in tea to relieve coughs and sore throats. 19. Nettle, Urtica dioica. Be careful. Nettle burns when it touches the skin. But she is very useful. Its leaves, after being dried or cooked, lose their stinging effect. Nettle tea is rich in iron and helps combat anemia. It is also good for relieving rheumatic pain. Just boil the leaves in water and drink. 20. Valerian, Valeriana officinalis. This plant has small flowers and a strong smell. Its tea is famous for calming the nerves and helping you sleep. It's great for those who have insomnia or anxiety. Just boil the root in water and take it before bed. How to use these plants safely? Identify with certainty. If you are not 100% sure it is the right plant, do not use it. Some have poisonous lookalikes. Start slowly. Even safe plants can cause allergies. Test it on a small area of skin first or take a sip of tea to see how your body reacts. Do not replace medicines. These plants help in emergencies or mild symptoms, but do not replace medical treatment when necessary. Avoid roadside plants. They may be contaminated with pollution. Choose plants from clean forests or grow your own. Pregnant women and children. Some plants are not safe for them. Research before use. Where to find these plants? Many of them grow spontaneously in vacant lots, gardens, forests, and even in cracks in sidewalks. Others can be grown in pots or beds at home. If you live in the city, look for natural product fairs or medicinal plant stores. Why learn about medicinal plants? Imagine you are on a camping trip and someone cuts themselves. There is no bandage, but there is a comfrey leaf nearby. Or maybe you have a bad stomach ache and have no cure, but you find a boldo tree. Knowing how to recognize and use these plants can make the difference between feeling sick or solving the problem right away. Furthermore, many of these plants have been used for centuries by indigenous peoples and traditional communities. Learning about them is also a way of valuing this ancient knowledge and living in a more connected way with nature. Final summary: nature offers simple and effective remedies for many everyday problems. The 20 plants we saw here can help in situations such as pain, arnica, comfrey, plantain, digestion problems, boldo, mint, wormwood, wounds and burns, aloe, calendula, comfrey, coughs and colds, guaco, malva, plantain, anxiety and insomnia, chamomile, lemon balm, valerian, infections and inflammations, dandelion, sage, mastruz. But remember, the use of these plants must be done with care and responsibility. When possible, consult a healthcare professional or an expert in medicinal plants. And never stop seeking medical help in serious cases. Learning about medicinal plants is like having a natural first aid kit always on hand. The more you know, the more prepared you are to deal with unforeseen events. How about starting to observe the plants around you and discover which ones can help you? Nature is full of surprises, and many of them can save your life. Now that you know some plants and their functions, it is important to know how to use them safely. Many of them can be found in backyards, gardens, or even in pots at home. Let's see how to prepare and apply some of them in everyday life. For example, aloe vera, or aloe vera, is great for minor burns. Just cut a leaf, remove the clear gel and apply directly to the skin. Chamomile can be used in teas to calm anxiety. Place a spoonful of dried flowers in hot water. Let it sit for a few minutes and drink. For sore throats, guaco can be prepared in homemade syrup. Boil the leaves with honey and take a spoonful when you feel discomfort. Another easy-to-find plant is plantain, which helps heal wounds. Wash the leaves well, crush them into a paste and apply them to small cuts. Dandelion, in addition to fighting inflammation, can be used in salads or teas. Its leaves are rich in nutrients and help detoxify the body. But be careful, not all plants are safe for consumption. Some can cause allergies or interact with medications. Therefore, it is essential to correctly identify the plant before using it. If you have questions, ask someone experienced for help or look for reliable information. Another tip is to start with small amounts. If you are making a tea, use a few leaves or flowers at first and observe how your body reacts. If you experience any discomfort, such as headache or itching, discontinue use immediately. Furthermore, some plants should not be used by pregnant women, children, or people with chronic illnesses. Wormwood, for example, is great for digestive problems, but is not recommended for those who have high blood pressure or are pregnant. Valerian, which helps with sleep, can cause excessive drowsiness if used excessively. A good idea is to grow your own medicinal plants at home. Many of them, such as lemon balm and calendula, grow easily in pots or flower beds. This way, you will always have a natural remedy on hand, and you can also take the opportunity to decorate your home with greenery. And don't forget, medicinal plants are allies, but they do not replace medical treatments when necessary. If symptoms persist or worsen, see a healthcare professional. The ideal is to use these resources as a complement, always with care and common sense. How about starting today? Take a look in your backyard, in the square near your house, or even at the fair. Many of these plants are common and may be closer than you think. Learning about them is a simple step, but it can make all the difference in times of need. Nature offers us incredible solutions. You just need to know where to look. Now that you know some easy-to-grow plants, let's talk about others that can be found in nature and that also have medicinal powers. Many of them grow in vacant lots, roadsides, or even in parks. But be careful. Before using any plant, it is important to make sure it is the right species, as some may be similar to others that are toxic. If you're not sure, ask someone who understands the subject for help or consult a reliable book or website. A very common plant is aloe vera, or aloe vera. You've probably seen that thick, gel-filled sheet inside. This gel is great for light burns, insect bites, and even for moisturizing dry skin. Just cut a leaf, open it, and apply the gel directly to the area. But be careful, it's not for eating, just for use on your skin. Another plant that many people know is the dandelion. The leaves can be used in salads and are rich in vitamins. The roots, when roasted and ground, become a natural coffee, without caffeine. Additionally, dandelion helps cleanse the liver and digestion. If you find a field with these yellow flowers, you can pick some leaves to try. Who has never heard of arnica? It is famous for helping with bruises, swelling, and muscle pain. But be careful. Real arnica, Arnica montana, is difficult to find in Brazil, and the one that grows here, Arnica demeter, should only be used on the skin, never ingested. You can make tea with the leaves and apply it to the painful area, or buy ready-made ointments in health food stores. Mint is one of the easiest plants to recognize by its smell. In addition to giving a delicious flavor to teas and foods, it helps with digestion and relieves nausea. If you have heartburn or a tummy ache, mint tea can be a great home remedy. Just don't overdo it, because too much can cause stomach irritation. Another plant worth knowing is wormwood, or wormwood. It has a bitter taste, but is powerful for digestive problems such as gas and poor digestion. A weak tea made from the leaves can help, but you shouldn't drink it every day, because in large quantities it can be toxic. Pregnant women and children should avoid it. If you live in a more humid region, you may find comfrey. It is great for healing wounds and even fractures, because it helps to glue the bones together. But be careful, it should only be used externally, in compresses or ointments. Never eat the leaves as they can harm your liver. And how about a plant that helps you calm down and even sleep better? Lemon balm, which is not the same as regular lemon balm, has a mild smell and is great for anxiety and insomnia. A tea made with fresh or dried leaves can be drunk before bed. It is a natural alternative to sleeping pills, but without the side effects. If you like walking in nature, you can find sage. It has been used for centuries for throat problems and mouth inflammation. Rinsing your mouth with sage tea can relieve toothaches and mouth ulcers. Furthermore, it is great for seasoning meats and giving dishes a special flavor. Another plant that cannot be missing from this list is nettle. Although it causes itching when touched, it is full of nutrients and can be used in soups and teas. Cooked, nettle loses its irritating effect and becomes a food rich in iron, great for those with anemia. Just don't forget to wear gloves when harvesting. Finally, we have chamomile, one of the best-known plants for calming and aiding digestion. Chamomile tea before bed can relax your body and mind. Furthermore, it is gentle enough to be given even to babies, in small amounts, to relieve colic. Remember, even though they are natural, plants can cause allergies or interact with medicines. Therefore, it is always good to start with small amounts and observe how your body reacts. If you feel anything strange, stop using it and see a doctor. The coolest thing about all this is that many of these plants are all around us, waiting to be used. With a little knowledge, you can turn a walk in the park or a visit to the fair into a true natural treasure hunt. And the best, without spending almost anything. Nature is generous, and learning to use its resources is a way to take care of your health in a simple and sustainable way. So, how about starting to observe the plants around you with different eyes? You might be surprised at what you find.